right into it. Today, we've got a genuinely fascinating task ahead of us. We're going to completely deconstruct two distinctly different marketing blueprints. And the crazy part? They are both designed from the ground up to sell the exact same digital product. It's basically a masterclass in how information gets packaged to grab our attention in today's wild digital landscape.
But first, I want you to consider this question. How do products actually capture your attention online? Seriously, think about your own digital consumption habits for just a second. Are you, hooked by those quick, punchy videos that get straight to the point? Or do you prefer to sit back, maybe grab a coffee, and listen to a conversational deep dive? Well, today, we're going to look under the hood of two master marketing prompts that target those exact opposing habits, just to see exactly how they pull us in.
Section 1. Meet SEO Prompt Pack Pro.
So the engine driving these two marketing strategies is the product itself. Based on our source material, the SEO Prompt Pack Pro is a digital asset containing exactly 150 AI prompts. And listen, these aren't just your run-of-the-mill random prompts. They are specifically engineered for two highly targeted tasks: link building and guest posting. This right here is the core engine. It's the exact same digital asset sitting squarely at the center of both of the marketing strategies we're about to examine. Moving on to Section 2, the outreach pain point. Before we even look at the marketing formats themselves, we really have to look at the universal problem both of these blueprints are targeting: wasting hours on outreach. That is a direct quote from our source material. And honestly, if you've ever worked in SEO or digital marketing, you probably feel that quote right in your bones. Both marketing scripts pivot hard on this specific phrase because, let's face it, it's a massive point of friction. They aren't just selling 150 prompts, they're actually selling the time you get back from not manually grinding through endless emails. It's a highly relatable and therefore highly effective hook. Section 3. The 60-second short blueprint. Okay, so how is this high-energy, short-form script actually engineered for immediate conversion? Well, here are the 4 rapid-fire steps dictated directly by the source material. Step 1, the 3-second hook. You have exactly 3 seconds, literally 3, to stop the viewer from scrolling past. Step 2, immediately show that pain point we just talked about, wasting all those hours. Step 3, reveal the solution, which is our prompt pack. And finally, Step 4, a direct call to action. You tell them exactly what to do, link in bio. It's a precise mathematical formula designed perfectly for a ruthless 60-second window. But the structure isn't the whole story. The blueprint explicitly mandates an energetic conversational tone with absolutely zero jargon. Think about why that is. In a 60-second environment, jargon is basically a massive speed bump. It slows the viewer down, it confuses them, and boom, they swipe away. The language has to be universally understood in an absolute instant to keep that high-speed momentum pushing right toward that link in the bio. Now for Section 4, the 10-minute podcast blueprint. What's truly fascinating here is the massive shift in delivery. Instead of that solo, rapid-fire pitch we just saw, the source outlines a dynamic dual-host setup for a 10-minute script. So we've got host A, who plays the role of the beginner, paired up with host B, the SEO expert. By throwing these two distinct perspectives together, the script creates this deeply relatable learning environment. If you're totally new to the topic, you naturally align with host A's beginner questions. But if you're already experienced, will you respect host B's expertise? It's an incredibly clever way to capture a much wider audience. This longer format builds deep, logical persuasion over those 10 minutes. The hosts aren't just winging it. The source gives them a very specific, tightly controlled conversational roadmap. First, they have to cover what AI prompts actually are, just to set a solid baseline. Then, they reveal the top 5 prompts straight from the pack, discuss some real-world use cases, and finally, clearly define exactly who should buy this product. So instead of cramming a pitch into 60 seconds, they're building logical persuasion over time by methodically exploring these exact topics. And this mandate creates a really stark tonal contrast between the two strategies. The goal for the 10-minute script is a conversational, back-and-forth dialogue ending with a natural product mention. I mean, think about that contrast. We just went from a super aggressive, direct, link in bio call to action in the short-form blueprint to this subtle, organic mention tucked at the very end of an educational chat. It feels significantly less like a high-pressure sales pitch and way more like a helpful natural recommendation you'd get from a trusted friend. Which brings us to Section 5, the dual marketing approach. Putting these side by side basically summarizes our entire explainer beautifully.
The 60-second short relies heavily on energetic, fast pacing, strictly no jargon, and a highly direct closing. Meanwhile, the 10-minute format, it goes deep, it leverages that beginner and expert dynamic for education, and uses a very low-pressure, natural closing. They are pitching the exact same 150 AI prompts to solve the exact same pain point, but they are doing it by appealing to two completely different audience mindsets. One captures the impulsive, fast-paced scroller, while the other nurtures the curious, patient learner. Which brings us to a final thought, and a question I really want to leave you with today. Which format would actually convince you to click the link? Are you swayed more by a high-energy 3-second hook that promises a lightning-fast fix to your outreach hours? Or does a 10-minute deep dive from a pair of trusted experts earn your hard-earned cash? It's such a fascinating look at modern digital persuasion, all stemming from one single product. Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer, and I'll leave you to ponder exactly how you are being marketed to today.